What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and a lot of people wanted me to touch on this topic. I'm not sure why on this one because this topic has been touched on for a while. It kind of went viral, and I think everybody understand what happened. But I guess it's new fans that follow the drill culture who really don't understand what happened early in the drill movement, and they look for me to break it down for them. So today we're going to take Chief Keef and Ramsey Great to the board. I'm going to kind of explain to you what happened with that situation, even though we all watched it. But it's things in that case that was kind of shoved under the rugs and nobody can never really know. I had the chance to talk with a lot of people close to Ramsey the Great when this happened, and I talked to a lot of people close to Chief Keef. I ain't gonna really dig too much deep in the background and explain to you who they is. I can just tell you Chief Keef, we know he's the rapper, okay? And Ramsey the Great is the producer, okay? All right? They both from Chicago, okay? Cool. The thing that happened with this confused me because Ramsey the Great ended up moving to California and moved into a house and shared it with Chief Keef manager, I believe, Uncle Ro. I could be wrong on the name, but I believe at that time his manager was Uncle Ro. So Ramsey the Great ended up moving to Cali in a house with Uncle Ro and his wife. Okay? All right? So I want you to follow me because this where the train get thrown off at. This where the shit get kind of weird at, okay? The police is claiming, I believe, in July of 2017, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think 2017. They claiming that Ramsey the Great got into it with Chief Keef manager wife, where he was kind of disrespectful, okay? Kind of brain freeze, okay? Got into it with his wife when he was kind of disrespectful. The wife called Chief Keef. I don't know if she called Keef looking for her husband or whatever the fuck, but she called Keef. Keef got wind of what happened. He tells Tadoe and another individual, okay? And another one. He tells Tadoe and another person about what just happened. They strap up, get in the car, ride to the mansion where Uncle Ro and the wife and Ramsey the Great at. Okay? So now y'all following me. This where it's finna get hectic at, okay? I'm not sure if Ramsey the Great understand that Keef still had some of that Chirac shit still in him, okay? Chief Keef pulls up to the crib. Him, Tadoe, and another person pull out an AK-47, okay? AK-47 and some more pistols, okay? They barge in the house, all right? They beat Ramsey the Great. I'm talking about, listen to me, I'm talking about, they beat him crazy. They gave him 3 10-piece nuggets, okay? We seen the video and the picture, the aftermath. He had 2 eyeballs closed. He was messed up. They beat him pretty bad and pistol whipped him and shit like that. So that happens. Chief Keef and them leaves. He claims that they robbed him of jewelry, okay, of jewels. He claimed, bad way to write that, okay? I don't want to put jewels, but he claimed that they robbed him of some jewelry, money, and etc. More shit. So he claimed, and a Rolex watch, okay? He claiming that he robbed them of jewelry, a Rolex watch, money, etc. I guess the leather coat. I don't know why in the fuck he went leather in the summer, all the way in Cali. But, you know what I'm saying? This is what he claiming. He actually tells the police what happens. He don't keep it a secret. Ramsey the Great he tell the police this what happened because he's planning on suing Chief Keef, okay? He planning on suing Chief Keef, okay? Excuse my spelling, it's early in the morning, but he plans on suing Chief Keef, so he breaks the rule and he tells the police. So he's going to get Chief Keef arrested, criminal charges, so the lawsuit could be easier. Chief Keef ended up getting arrested, okay? Him, Tadoe, and and another person, okay? They end up getting arrested for this case. So Chief Keef is finna go to court. He's finna go to trial. He's finna fight this case. Next thing you know, out of the blue, now this is where it get fishy at, right? Out of the blue, Ramsey the Great end up getting arrested for pimping. And all the charges that come with pimping, trafficking, bringing minors across state lines. He ended up getting charged with a whole bunch of shit, man, and he ended up getting 10 years. He got released. He didn't do the full 10, but he ended up getting 10 years. Next thing you know, charges was dropped against Chief Keef. Okay? It's rumors circulating that went around, and Ramsey the Great spoke on it, and there's rumors that said, he believes Chief Keef and their legal team came up with a plan, and they dropped a dime and snitched. Okay? Snitched on Ramsey the Great and got him arrested. I guess the manager and Ramsey was once cool, and the manager knew everything what was going on. So, rumors is that, Sosa might have snitched or had his team snitch on Ramsey the Great to help him get him out of this trouble. I couldn't verify that, so I don't know if Big Sosa would just go out and tell, but I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of fishy how he ended up getting that case. I wouldn't say some shit he did. Could be some technical shit the lawyers did, but we're not gonna put that shit on a goat Sosa and say he told, but that's what they saying happened, man. Sosa went in there like he was Rambo. He went in there like he was the guy from Black Panthers and put the 10-piece nugget on the guy and beat him with an AK-47 and all kind of shit. A lot of people feel like, he shouldn't have been talking shit to, his manager wife. The more I looked into it, and a lot of people looked into it, and it's no secret because I interviewed King Yella and I asked King Yella about this situation too. When I looked into it, I noticed that Ramsey the Great produced a lot of songs for King Yella. He produced a lot of songs for FBG as a whole, all of them. That includes Duck, Billy, Lil J, all kind of shit. Then I also seen Ramsey the Great. I also seen Ramsey the Great in those videos. He was in videos. I seen him in interviews saying these people here was his brothers. Okay? So once I realized that and seen all that, I realized Chief Keef and them always looked at this guy as I'm not sure if Ramsey the Great looked at it like that. He probably thought Chief Keef and them was like, man, he's just a producer. He ain't involved in none of this shit. But no, ChiefKeef Tadoe, all those dudes looked at you as my marker's going out, y'all. They looked at him as a op, and they were waiting on the first moment for him to do some outlandish shit. And the moment he disrespected that dude's wife, that's when the door opened up for them to be on some op shit with him. And they took out their beef on dude. And, they put the nugget punches on him and shit. And put the AK-47, all kind of shit on him, man. And I think all this was because of some op shit. He was cool with a lot of guys who they were warring with in the city of Chicago before they made it famous and shit like that. Yeah, but Ramsey the Great eventually ended up coming from up under that rock. I believe he's home right now. A lot of this was swept under the rug. The media kind of sided with Chief Keef, so nobody really forced those videos out that explained that this guy ended up going to jail for pimping right after that Chief Keef shit happened, Nobody kind of linked those things together because everybody was so in love with Chief Keef and shit like that. Nobody wanted to put those type of videos out. And I ain't saying it happened, but I wanted you guys to know that's what the talk was. But I appreciate the love. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the homie Truth.